Hey everyone, this is Mary,
And Sally.
and we are with our dog Ellie. We are the authors of Glass Storm, the 2005 Stoughton, Wisconsin tornado, and we have been asked by our publishing company, Orange Hat Publishing in Waukesha, Wisconsin, to record a video of us reading a chapter of our book to share with the internet to provide some sort of entertainment during this quarantine. But before I talk about the book, we're going to talk about a promotion we are doing with it right now.
All of the proceeds from the sales on Orange Hat Publishing website in the next 7 days will go to the Salvation Army. We're supporting small businesses. Due to the quarantine, it could take 2 to 4 weeks before you receive your signed copy.
We are also dropping the price of the book to $10. We want to get the book into the hands of more people, and also we really want to make an impact and try to support the Salvation Army right now. They're on the front lines dealing with the coronavirus, providing food and shelter and just helping all those who need help right now. So I'm going to read part of our book from chapter 3 titled The Phone Call. Back in Stoughton, Maddie, who generally seemed content lying on her dog bed, had been running in and out of Sally's legs. She was panting uncontrollably, shaking and agitated. Maddie was usually happy to just be in her bed. Something was wrong. Sally gently scratched Maddie's back. "Go lie down, Maddie. You're acting crazy." Again, the dog brushed up against Sally, this time poking her wet muzzle in front of Sally's legs. "Go lie down," Sally insisted. But it seemed to her like Maddie was trying to tell her something. Maddie always listened to Sally's commands. At that moment, Sally looked out of the north-facing kitchen window and glanced down the hill at Lake Higanza. It was eerie outside, and the darkness reflected off the lake. Confused, she looked again. It had been sunny and warm and clear all day. Why were there suddenly huge black clouds? She ran and opened the front door, which faced the Stoughton Country Club, to see what was happening, thinking it was just a thunderstorm rolling in. Then she saw it and drew her breath in. There was a tornado barreling down the fairway, right toward her house. Sally strained to see the fairway and watched a golfer in a golf cart speeding toward her neighbor's house to take shelter. She slammed the front door, as if that act alone could keep the tornado away. Sally felt like she was going to die. It was the scariest, most violent, and most powerful storm she had ever witnessed. The cloud was fierce and monstrous, with black and white pieces of debris that looked just like black and white birds circling their prey. The funnel looked at least a mile high, with a notch in the top. It was as though a double tornado was headed right toward her, coming to swallow her and Maddie. Sally couldn't tell what the dark and light structures whirling around were in the sky, but she knew they were coming toward her, and she didn't want to stick around any longer to find out. Her heart was pounding, and her stomach was knotted. This is it, Sally thought, as her adrenaline kicked in. She suddenly knew with conviction that she did not want to die this way. She swiftly picked up the dog, who was trying to climb her like a ladder. She grabbed her phone and sprinted to the basement. As soon as she closed the door, she grabbed her phone and fumbled to use the walkie-talkie connection to intercom with Mary. Sally was crying, but remained calm as she knew she had to say goodbye. Over in Madison, the walkie-talkie function of her father's phone started to go off, chirping like crazy, so Mary grabbed it. It was her mom, but Mary couldn't hear her very well, so she pulled up the small black antenna on the phone and walked toward the window in hopes of better reception. By the time she clicked the walkie-talkie back, she could hear her mom again. "Honey, I love you. I think I'm going to die. There's a tornado coming toward the house." She just barely finished her sentence when the connection ended. Sally looked down at her trembling hands, wondering if that would be the last time she would ever speak to her daughter again. Should she try to call again, or would it be better to say nothing at all? So we'll leave you on a cliffhanger there. And then the other chapter that we wanted to read talks specifically about how the Salvation Army really impacted my community, our family, and the work they're really doing every day. So this is from chapter 15, titled Bent But Not Broken. The Lovell family was humbled by the kindness shown by the community, volunteers, and their family and friends. For years, they'd watched commercials on weather-related tragedies and news coverage of the devastation. Now the Lovells had witnessed firsthand how volunteer groups like the Salvation Army and the American Red Cross and local organizations, schools, clubs, churches, and businesses came directly to them and their neighbors. The volunteers helped rebuild so many lives. The feeling of being part of such a community was immeasurable. The Lovells adjusted to their new normal, but they never stopped appreciating the extraordinary examples of sacrifice and the long hours the entire community put into making sure a smile was on everyone's face. They found strength they never knew they had. It was stressful for all because the glass storm was out of their control. However, despite the twister's massive destruction and all of the people and pets affected, this natural disaster brought out the best qualities of humanity. After all, Stephen's thumbprint angel didn't surrender just because the wind blew. The end. So we hope you'll head over to the Orange Hat Publishing website to support Orange Hat Publishing in Waukesha, Wisconsin. And again, all the proceeds are going to go to the Salvation Army so they can continue to help all the people on the front lines right now.
Thank you so much and stay safe.
Bye.